This is Mrs. Ross, and this is Lesson 69, Starred Problems. If you're looking for the practice set, that will be in a different video, so we're going to skip over that and go directly to our starred problems. Let's see if I can get there. There's our practice set. We did that in a previous video. Here's our first starred problem. So it says, use a ratio box to solve this problem. The team played 15 home games. The rest were away games. If the team's ratio of home games to away games was 5-3, how many total games did they play? So we have, let's see, ratio is home, away, total. So it's 5-3, and we know we add this. And then they played 15 home games, so that's 15, and they want to know the total number of games played. So again, we have our ratio box, proportion, cross multiply. We're going to use this and this for our proportion. So our proportion is 5/8 is equal to 15/x. And then cross multiply, so we have 8 times 15 is equal to 5 times x. So let's figure out what 8 times 15 is using our handy dandy calculator. Oops. 20. And then we're going to divide to get our answer. So that goes away. We have x equals 120 divided by 5 is 24. And that's the total number of games. All right, number 4 is from lesson 69, write each number in scientific notation. So we have to kind of remember, since we're moving it this direction, so I have 1.5, and this is number 4. So that's going to be times 10 to the 1 times 10 to the 5. I'm going to add these, 1.5 times 10 to the 6th. Okay, and then this one, let me change colors. We're going the opposite direction. So this one's going to the right, and this one's going to the left. Left is going to be positive. Right is going to be negative, so we have times 10 to the -1 times 10 to the 5, which gives us 1.5 times 10 to the 4, because we're adding these. Okay? Number 4. Next one. The diameter of a circular tree stump was 40 centimeters. So I drew a circle. The diameter is 40 centimeters. It says find the circumference of the tree stump to the nearest centimeter. Oops, why am I not drawing things? Okay, so I'm going to use circumference is equal to pi times diameter. And since it doesn't tell me what to use for pi, I'm going to use 3.14 because that's truly the most convenient. So circumference is 3.14 times my diameter, which is 40. So 3.14 times 40 is 125.6 centimeters, but it says to round to the nearest centimeter, so that's approximately 126 centimeters. Okay. This is use the name of the geometric solid to describe the shape of these objects. So a volleyball would be a sphere. We're kind of using math language for these. A water pipe would be a cylinder. And a TP would be a triangular prism. All right, let's keep going. See if I can go to the next one. There we go. It says, what is the perimeter of the equilateral triangle to the right? Okay, so we know perimeter is all around the outside. So I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are eighths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is 10 eighths. So this is 10 eighths because it's equilateral. And this is 10 eighths. So my perimeter is going to be 10 eighths plus 10 eighths plus 10 eighths, which is 30 eighths. 8 goes into 30. Let's see. 4 is 32, 3 is 24, with 6 eighths. Okay, and we're going to need to reduce this, so we're going to divide by 2. So I get 3 3/4 for A. And then B says, what is the measure of each of its angles? So we know that the total measure of all angles in any triangle anywhere is 180. And all three of these are going to be the same because it's an equilateral triangle. It won't let me. There we go. So we're going to divide that by 3. 3 goes into 18 6 times. So each of those angles is 60 degrees. And then it says trace the triangle on your paper and show its lines of symmetry. Basically, since all of these are the same, it has 3 lines of symmetry through each. Why does that move? Okay. Through each of these. Why is it not marking? Okay, let's keep going. Oh, yeah. So this was number 9, and I don't know as it is starred. Okay, perfect. So this is addition. They're the same sign. So 4 plus 5 is 9. We keep the sign. And then we have subtraction where we keep change, keep change, plus positive 6, which gives me a negative 3 because these are opposite. We subtract and take the sign of the larger. Okay, so here I have addition, same sign. 2 plus 3 is 5, and I'm going to keep the sign. And then I have subtraction, so I'm going to keep change. Negative 5 plus a positive 4 is going to be a negative 1. And then I have negative 1 minus a positive 5. So I'm going to keep change, and I get negative 6. And then finally here I have a subtraction problem, so I'm going to keep change, and this is 0. Find the circumference of each circle. So for this one I'm going to use pi d, and it says 3.14 for pi. So circumference is equal to 3.14 times 7, which is 3.14 times 7. It's 21.98 centimeters. And then here I'm supposed to use 22 over 7 for pi, and I have the radius. So I'm going to use circumference is 2 pi r. So since we're using the fraction form, I'll do 2 over 1 times pi in fraction form times 3.5. That works just fine. So, and we can put that over 1. That's no big deal. We're going to multiply across the top. 2 times 22 times 3.5. 154 over 7. And when I divide this, I get 22. Okay. Eva placed a quarter on its edge and gave it a spin. As it whirled, it moved through space in the shape of what geometric figure? A sphere. Mathematical term for a beach ball. Oh, and that's it. All right. Let me know if you have any questions.